Okay, all right. Hey guys, good evening. I trust we're good. Has been our day so far though. Yeah,
Fine, sir. Fine.
Isaac, fine boy. I dinner. It's the happen.
I'm very fine, sir. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Fatima, how far now? Fatima, how far that food now? Okay, let's not go there. I was expecting that
Food.
we will have one
Ah,
conversation. I'll come to your DM. Come to your.
I don't have anything. Oh God, I beg go.
Is the people that say they do not have that actually have plenty, right?
Ah,
Exactly. I guess.
who is that person saying exactly?
Oh god. Alright, good evening everyone. I trust that it was good. Welcome to review call number three. Review three, yeah. Is it four now? I think it's four. So far so good. We've been doing a lot. Right. Yeah, Fatima, oh yeah. Shoot.
Sorry, I want to harass you.
Uh, uh
I'm seeing missing on my group on my classroom
yeah.
for quiz 11.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because I don't post it on WhatsApp
No, it's because the deadline has passed.
before I submitted?
Yeah,
Actually, I was doing it.
on the day of the deadline.
Ah, God, I beg. I
Child.
was doing it. I was doing it while I was on bed, and I was on the last point. I think second to the last. Then I already clicked the answer for second to the last. Then the last point, that's question 10, and I slept off.
Yeah.
I woke up in the middle of the night. It was already one. I'm like, hey, God. I
Pass.
tried. Yeah, I
Child.
tried bingo, and then I tried again, and then it went through. So I felt like it has actually gone through.
If you see missing, it means that it did not go through. Yeah, sorry.
But it went through. I even have my score.
Of course, no, you will actually have your score. If it's for the quiz, you have your score, but it would not be recorded on our score sheets, on my general score sheets for everyone. Okay,
Mm,
all right.
great,
Hey guys,
great.
good. Don't worry, I'm preparing a score sheet for everybody, and we will all see what our journey has been so far. Yes, it'll be like your report card, your first semester report card. Of course, the study group expects to see things. Some people are not going to like the results that they see. So after the first 10 days, I'll send your first 10 days reports, then second 10 days report card, then third 10 days report card. All right. So
Coach, I have a
Yeah,
question.
I must see my score. Oh.
what
This
is
one
it?
I not recorded like this. I must see it too.
Don't worry.
Because I submitted.
I don't know.
Coach, I have a question.
Yeah, Isaac, Alpha, shoot me.
How are you how are you handling the like some people are submitting more than once? How are you handling that? Is it like automated?
Yeah, so at the back end, it's only one record that is collected. So if you try to submit twice, I would take the second one because I believe that there was an error in the first one, and then you try it the second time. Yeah, so I'll delete the first one and I'll take the second. But as the multiple times, it's going to be collected. But I am the one that have to. I manually set it that I set the score. Like I put the report card manually, so that way I can be able to see what each of us, the effort that we've put into it. All right. I'll be able to even see the time you took the quiz. I'll be able to see any back and front you had. I'll see the time you spent on one particular quiz. And if you had a challenge, I'll be able to see that manually instead of having to give the platform to do that for me. So, yeah. After the first 10 days, I know some people are going to fight with me when you see your 10 days report card. But don't worry, I come in peace. Yeah. to be fine. You will like it. I mean, some people will like it, some people will not. But then it's just a way to be able to show how committed and consistent we've been. Right. Those times that I put for the quiz is intentional because I know it will help us stay, on time. And I think it's helping. But yet it's still hard for some of us. I get, right. I get. Okay, so let's get into the heart of tonight's conversation. Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Timothy and I trust we're good. Group projects. How many groups are on this call? Why is people not joining the call tonight? Well, I don't know what's going on, but then let's start. So far, so good. If you've completed your project, show of hands. You've completed your project, show of hands. Show of hands. You've completed your project. I want to go straight to the reporting. That's why I want to. I'm taking. So, okay, so Isaac have completed his. Any other person have completed your project? Hmm. Okay. All right.
I
Let's.
think I have.
Fatima, you have, right?
No, I think so. It's
You,
not like I think so. I have reports to write though.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not talking about the report. I'm talking about the project. So you're done with all the phases in your group project.
Yes. Apart from putting it on GitHub and writing
Yeah.
reports.
That's a different one. Don't worry. So the first is to. The first is to. So just show of hands. I want our hands to stay up because I'm gonna call us to answer a few questions. That's the reason I'm asking our hands to stay up. So if you've actually done it, Fatima, put your hand up. All right. Now the second thing will be, of course, how was the project? Because I feel like I gave us too much time for the project, and I want to hear from those that have completed it. How did you go about it? Like, what was the duration like for you? What did you struggle with? Right? Because I know that the time was too much, but I want to confirm from us that the time is actually too much. I should have just given it like 5 days because that project was too much for just 2 weeks. But then let me hear from us. Isaac, let me start with you. How was the project? You seem to have completed it in like 2 days. Like it took you one day or 2 days to that, or 5 minutes.
So it it actually it took me 3 hours to finish the project. So so what 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 really took my time was knowing how to, like, I didn't really know how to start. So I did not know what to use. So I was just using different things to check and check. I even created like 5 databases because I was using different things to check until I now do it. I did it online and uploaded it on GitHub.
Mm,
So it took like writing those queries. Those queries are very simple. So it took
right.
like 3 hours. Yes.
Good. That's good. Now the reason I'm asking is because I want to be able to measure the gap, where the gap is, so that while we're preparing for the next project, I would close in on those gaps. So for you, Isaac, you're saying that the approach that you took, you first had to spend more time trying to get into the project and know what approach you're going to choose to do it, right? And that was what took more of your time. But when you got those parts cleared off, the project just went straight and smooth for you, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, Miriam, Alpha, talk to me about the project. How was it for you? Where did you spend more time on? And did you think the days were
Okay.
much? Do you think the days were much, or I should have reduced the days of the one project?
Yeah, the days were actually much. Yes, I'll
Thank
be
you, thank
honest.
you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Because for myself, I actually had some challenges, and that was when I was trying to import my was it the data, the one I reached out to you for.
Oh, okay.
Although it's something I can actually do myself, but it will have taken much time. But you actually like reminded me of like an easier approach to it
Yeah,
I used. But that approach, using that approach was much easier, but would not is it should I say best practice? And
Mm,
the reason why I'm saying that is because I was not able to define my data type.
mm,
Yes, but it's a very faster approach, which I liked. But that was the part I had challenges with because I was just making excuses. For that part, I actually spent about 1 week. It wasn't as if that part actually took 1 week, but I was just making excuses because I have time.
yeah,
You understand? But assuming the time, I'm so sorry about the background noise. So assuming the time was limited, I would have taken it more serious and just get it done.
exactly.
So when I actually sorted that part for my query, I wrote my query in I think 2 hours.
Wow.
So you see, assuming I was able to sort that one within 1 day, then it would just take me another day to write my query. So I'm just getting the report. So that's why I'm saying for myself, I'm thinking for myself that the time is actually too much because I'm just making excuses upon excuses because I know I have time.
Yeah, yeah, that time thing. That's true. Great, good. I like that. I actually like that a lot. So it means that if we had a very like we have a lenient time, we would have done so much within a short period of time. And as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm, mm. All right. Give me a second, guys.
But
Give me a
but
second, guys.
we would have to, we need to consider other people too. Some people don't have time. I also do not have time, but I just have to prioritize some things that, this is one of my pressing stuff. So I just need to prioritize it and be more committed. Is it the network?
Games, and I'll try to know what's going on. Then I'll come to you too as well, so we could chat. All right, and then let me see where I can be of help. All right. Okay. So moving away from that. Okay, Isaac, your hand is up.
Yes, yes. If I want to ask, like, you know, if you want to present, we are basically going to be working with the question we answered in the project. What if the questions we answered is not enough for us to present or like try to? I don't know how this is going to go, but what if the information that like the questions we try to answer is not enough for us to use to give explanation of what our project or the insights that we got from the data we were trying to analyze? What if it's not enough? Can we like through the additional queries we have made,
Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
additional information that is not part of the questions that we saw in the project?
Yes. Yes. Actually, I get you. Right. You're trying to, there are some things that you did in the project, and it was required for the growth of your skills or whatever problem you're trying to solve. It was not like clearly detected on the document, and you want to present that. So of course, always add that. All right, that's in your workflow. Just add that you did more than just the project, right? Let it be captured as well in your reports. I mean, there's no templates. Let me just come straight. There's no template to our presentation. The goal is to be able to communicate what you've done, and as well look beyond just the tools, right? Because it's a bit, it's SQL is not like Power BI or Excel or Python where you can create visuals, right? They are more, it's more technical. So your ability to tell stories that relate to what you've done is actually a very good approach, and we're hoping to learn that throughout our time here. So it's fine. All right, so you can factor that in. That's a good one. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So while we're getting to the project presentation, I'm going to be profiling some speakers. I've been speaking to some of them that I want to join as our facilitators in the program. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, Miriam, your hand is up.
So I just wanted to say something
Okay.
regarding what Isaac just said earlier, though it's just my own take on it. But so since we'll be having a some facilitators for the presentation, I am just thinking that it would be better we go by what the project actually requires. It's just a suggestion. I'm not opposing whatever decision you have to make regarding this. So everybody will be on the same page. So whichever thing you have to do extra should just be done like in your own personal, you understand, like maybe project work or maybe something you're trying to do personally. Since it's a project work, it's a group thing we're all doing and we will be presenting. Let's just follow the rules of the project. Maybe for the next one, you can now state it there. It wasn't stated, it's just something that you're just saying now, some days to the presentation. It's just a suggestion though.
All right. I like that actually. I like that. So, if there's anything that is extra that you want to talk about in your project, I think we can actually just mention that this is outside the scope of the project, but 80% of what we're doing has to be in line with the project, right? Because I mean, everybody in your group did something similar. So I'm not sure Isaac is trying to say he went out of scope. I think there was an extra thing that he went beyond. So if you have something extra, you could mention it in your group, and then your group can decide if you want to communicate that in the presentation or not. But I would say yes. While moving forward, let's keep to the project. If you have extra things you want to say, uh, note it down in the project. But don't forget that you also have enough, that you don't have enough time to present. Okay. Let's talk about even the presentation. The presentation is just 15 minutes. 15 minutes is too much. 5 minutes for question, 10 minutes for presentation. So whatever the two persons in each group is saying, it has to be said in 10 minutes, right? And then 5 minutes will be for, so each group has 10 minutes, all right, to present, maximum of 10 minutes. So you might want to rehearse your presentation within 10 minutes. And don't forget that these judges or facilitators, they necessarily must not be data guys. All right, they're not data guys. They are not completely data guys. They are more of the industry. So to them, they're looking at what you've done regarding to how it's valuable to that problem you've solved. All right. So the presentation is the judges or the facilitators are unique to what you're presenting, right? What you've done, not necessarily your skills as an analyst. Of course, they're going to also touch that. The way they're going to grade you is based on five things, all right? One is what you've done, how you're able to, communicate what you've done, right? Problem you solved or what you explored as an analyst in the project. Two is what your technical skills as well. What are the things that your skills could do for you, right? They want to see that ability to document, your ability to show professionalism. Another thing they want to grade too is your team, how your team is able to, you know, choose the right person that can communicate to that project, and as well deliver on the project, on the presentation within the limited time that you have. Then another thing that we're going to look at is how your design skills, okay, how you're able to put whatever you're doing in respective to the industry project that you're doing. All right, and then the last thing that they'll be looking at is how you're able to use time as well to communicate effectively. So you might want to look at these things, and the recording is going to be available so you can listen to what I've just said again. All right, so you might want to look at these things so that while you're presenting, they're going to grade you as a group. Don't forget, they're not seeing you as an individual, they're seeing you as a group. So you might want to put your best foot forward. All right, if you come as an individual, other of your guys will suffer for it. So while your GitHub is having your project and there's a report, the presentation is focused on your group. All right, because there's no way to grade you as a group if not through the presentation. So you might want to keep your best foot forward. All right. And I think you guys can also run through your presentation in house. Then that way you're more confident enough to share. One more thing would be to technical challenge on your GitHub, right? Also expect feedback and criticism. I don't take them harsh. All right. These guys are just coming to hear and go. We're the ones that are doing the cooking, we're the chefs, right? So let's expect they might not be that friendly, they might not be nice. All right. So expect critical feedback, expect unfriendly feedback. But I'll caution them though. I'll caution them. But don't expect it to be so lovingly and sweetly. All right. So expect critical feedback. And I think that's all. I think we're doing so well. And I need to also work on our showing up as a group. I know that when it comes to learning as a group, people slack as the group, as the learning progress. That's the reason why I didn't want to do this as a group project. I wanted it to be individual, and I'm glad I chose that part, because if I had chosen group, we might not have been able to get to the point we are now. So it's good that we did it individually, but we're presenting as a group. So look out for that. Okay, I think that's all. Question, suggestion, comment, feedback from your group. And don't forget, one more thing is when we're done with this presentation, the group is going to be dissolved. All right. So you might want to, you know, connect better with each other and get to like know more about how you guys can be of value. All right. And who to connect with. Because the group is going to be dissolved. When the group is dissolved, when we get to the second project, another group will be created. So you might not meet the same person, you might meet the same person in another group. Who knows? So as much as what you're doing in the group, be more intentional about your growth. All right, because these are the things that will help you by moving out. And then maybe I should give you a heads up. When we are done with this study group, we are moving to project portfolio, right? Where we will focus more on how to integrate SQL with other tools to build projects. And we're going to focus on industry projects. So it means we will choose an industry of interest and we will build projects on that industry particularly. We're not going to be switching from industries to industries. There's going to be more of a research. It's going to be like an industry perspective, more of industry leaders in our sessions and more. I'm cooking something specially for that. But then, why I'm just saying this is because there's a lot of intentional growth here, and I want us to also take note of the people that we meet while we're doing this thing. All right, that'll be all for now. Any other comments or thoughts, suggestions, feedback? Of course, you guys know I'm open to correction and all. So hit me. Ololade, Alpha, I hope you're good. Doras, Bawani. I know Doras, you don't hear Yoruba, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah,
How are you? How's your
I'm
day
good.
going?
Yeah, I joined a bit late. Sorry. I wanted to
Nice.
ask, is the latest quiz, has it been posted?
Yes, it has.
Oh, okay. I'll refresh and see.
All right. Okay. I
Okay.
think we're currently on the
The
8th of
7 or 8, yeah.
yeah. The 9 should be updated tonight by 10.
Is today the deadline for the 8th?
No, tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Comment, suggestion, question, feedback.
Comment, at least, yeah, I was able to finish the project for Group B. Then I think, yeah. Then I think we'll just have an internal discussion with our group on who's gonna present if they haven't done it already. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. I like that.
Yep. Thanks.
Good. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to our group project. All right. Let me see the comments. Still not here. Haven't heard from you. Aside the two presenters, can any member of the group ask questions from the judge? Okay, so if you're not in, okay, yeah. If you're not in the, let's say group A is presenting and you're in group B and you have question for group A, of course, I will also create that space where other members can ask questions. Yeah, yeah, it's allowed to. Okay, more questions, more comments, more suggestions, more feedback. More questions, comments, suggestions, feedback. Questions, comments, suggestions, feedback.
Please, I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
So, yeah, I want to
Mhm.
ask
Okay.
the slide design. Does it have anything to do with? Is it going to affect our grading? Like the design of our slide, or our grading is only going to be based on how we are able to present it?
Mm, the design is just your ability to put words in a visual way where people can understand what's your. So if you're using an icon, let the icon sync with the words you get. If you're using a shape, let the shape convey something. If you're using a blank, if you're using a plain white, right? Don't use a plain white. Just put a little design, a touch of design, and color choice. Let the color not be too sharp. Let it be, easy for your audience to see. There's some kind of presentation that once the screen is being shared, you quickly wear your anti Blu-ray, you know, because your eyes is about to bulge out of your face. So those things really will be counting for the group. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Cool. All right, guys. So I think we're making a lot of progress, and yeah. So regarding to the quiz, regarding to the classes, the lessons we've been having, um, so regarding to the lessons we'll be having, um, okay, there's a question, not ask, but answer a question. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Your own group. Let's say, for example, a question was asked to group A, and you have something to answer regarding to it, and you're from that group A. Sure, you can actually answer the question. Yeah. The group can speak when the group is asked to speak. When the group is asked to speak, anybody in the group. There's some questions that's going to be directed to the group, not the presenter. Let me just be more specific. All right. The judges are going to ask the presenter. In fact, the judges are going to be asking the group. So, what did you guys do? And your group is allowed to speak. All right. It doesn't even have to be the presenter. Funny enough, presenter might not even speak after presenting. He might just keep quiet, and his group might just be the one to answer. So that way, everybody in the group can participate. All right. There's going to be a rule in the group, right? On the call, there's going to be a rule. I will give us the rule on the call on how the mic will be muted, when group will speak. But first, in the first 10 minutes will be presentation. The next 5 minutes will be questions directed to the group. Remember, I said the judges is not seeing him as an individual. The judges are seeing him as a group, as seeing him as a group representative. So all questions will be directed at him, and he can ask his group to answer instead of him. So I prefer the speaker don't even answer questions. That is his group to answer, so that it can be a group effort. But then, yeah, you're right, Olade. It's the general. You can speak for your group. You can answer a question. Okay. Um. Regarding to the lessons, I don't think any lesson has been technical, right? I mean, challenging. I think so far it's been good. Thank you so much for every person that have been correcting and seeing some, things to adjust on the study group. I mean, I've had to hear from us and those that do practice, and those things really, 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 I'm very grateful for that. If you see an error, call my attention to it. If you see something that is wrong, call my attention to it. Of course, AI didn't create those things, right? Humans did. So call my attention to it as quickly as possible. And I try as much as to get on it once I find that chance and that space to do it. So I'm grateful to everyone that has been suggesting, correcting, calling my attention back and front. and I look forward to more lessons coming up. Question, thoughts, and then yes, for those of us that want to take permission from submitting their project. Okay, one more thing. Okay, let me comment on that. So, if you feel you're not ready to present on that day of, like, you're not done with your project before the presentation, you have an extension of 3 days maximum. Let me say you have extension of 3 days maximum. Within that 3 days, you would still review your project. But after those 3 days, I don't know, you might have to really put some effort to get the project. Right. I'm expecting some people to join the call. We've been chatting, but they're not here. That's not encouraging. Because some of us have had to leave the program to write exams, and then when they come back, I was expecting they would get back to the class, but motivation becomes an old school, right? And it should not be, right? Because I feel like this is an opportunity for us to learn. I mean, I wish I had a platform like this when I was building my career. Honestly, I would not take 3 courses. I would not spend money taking 3 courses. I know what I'm saying. So this is actually an opportunity. Let's just be an opportunist and let's take advantage of this. Let's talk about our rescheduling. Should we reschedule our time to maybe 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock West African time, or this time is good? If the more of us on the call now agree that the time is good, I'll stick with it then. So Miriam, let me start with you. Is this time good? Is this time still good? And if we make it 9 o'clock, does it still work for you?
Yeah, I would want more people to actually be here. If they feel the time is not convenient for them, we can actually work things out. For myself, I can always adjust.
Okay. All right. Because I'm thinking of doing a poll tonight. So,
Okay.
all right. Thank you. Isaac, how about you? If I make it 9 o'clock, 9:30, 8 o'clock, is it still good?
Yeah, as long as it is in the evening. The only problem I have is the length of the meeting. I think we should have a fixed length of the meeting so that we will know when we are starting and when we are going to end.
About the length, it's
Maybe.
actually a maximum of an hour. Like we don't exceed an hour.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's just an hour call. Okay, thank you. So I would consider that. So if I increase the if I change the time to that's the thing now. If we make it 9:30, we might be ending 10:30. That might be too late for some of us that are family. But if we do 9, last, we might still stick with this time or change us to 9 o'clock. If we do 9 o'clock, and we're getting deeper into these things. So I want in the next phase of our review call, we're going to be having shared screen. All right, I'm going to be reviewing some lessons. Like I'm going to go to some programming and do some hands-on. Like that's the next strategy for review call. So if I have to cut the time to 45 minutes for review call, that will affect what I'm cooking for the lesson moving forward. Because we're getting into the deeper part of the lesson, right? We are now learning we're going to combine having with group by, with where, with select, and the challenges are going to be coming in. So we're going to be having more of hands-on review call where there's a screen to share moving forward. It will not just be call. I mean, the first 10 days we've done a lot of calling and chatting. All right. So people should try as much as to join. Anyway, when we start having the session, I think more people will join because they feel like we just have calls. We just have talk, 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 talk. I think more people think like because we talk, that's why. But then moving from our next review call, it's a hands-on review call, not talk actually. Because by then we'll have presented, right? And then we will move into the tougher part of SQL. All right, guys. Doris, how about you? What do you think? How's the time on your end?
This time is okay, but maybe 8:30. I'm okay with this time anyway. If someone wants if 9 to 10 is too late because of 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
maybe we can start at 8:30. But 8 is fine. But yeah, you can do the poll and see what the majority thinks.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Fatima, how about you? What do you think?
Well, I'm okay with this timing, and I agree with Zip Dorcas. Yeah, so maybe 8:30 as well is fine because then is already to wait till late.
Exactly.
Honestly, because once I'm done with meeting like this, I can go sleep. So and before then, I might already be sleeping and wake up.
I get, exactly. I'm also looking at that. So I don't want this to get into the late hours.
So
Okay.
and I feel like also this whole thing already came with the study group. So if people actually feel like they don't have time, it was already stated earlier. You're just going to incorporate it into your timing. Everybody's busy.
Right.
Honestly, everybody's busy. You just have to create time.
Exactly.
So, but I'm fine. Oh. I'm okay with any time.
Don't worry. I already know what I'll do. Thank you. Okay.
Can I
Miriam, you
just,
want to
yeah, because I will have to leave in the next 1 minute. So what I wanted to say is before we even change the timing, like you said, there will be a poll, but there should be a reason why. Like the people we are actually doing this for, is it certain that they would even meet up with the time we're actually changing it to? We need to consider that because there is really no point doing that poll if nothing is going to change. For real, like this class, it is not convenient for me. Wallahi, I have to be more. You can even hear my baby's voice. She's behind.
Mhm.
It's because I know what I want to gain from it. I have other trainings too that I'm involved in, but I still have to like balance my timing, even
Right.
with family chores. I'm not saying I'm the only family person here, but when I'm speaking for myself, we just need
Right.
to, you understand, prioritize some things. So we need to, Mama, here, we need to just make sure that the people we are doing this for actually know that we are doing something for them and they have to like be committed. If not, there's no point.
Yeah, I get you. Right, actually. Yes, because the goal actually is to, let me just say my thoughts. What I planned for our review call first was to start with getting familiar with each other and being comfortable to speak because I know people don't talk in meetings. And the second thing was to catch up on the group, make sure that everybody is convenient and comfortable with the group. Then the third is having hands-on session on the review call where people can share their screen and I can answer technical questions and as well share my own screen and explain some technical things. So the easiest way to do things like a cheat or a tip or a hack, that's the three phases for these review calls, right? So and that's the reason why I put 8 o'clock, because I also know that some people are in other parts of the country, their time zone might not even be favorable. And I think I mentioned to everyone who was interested that the time of the review call is 8 o'clock, right? And it was okay for everybody. So that's something I'm considering. So you're right, actually. Thank you, Miriam, for sharing that. Blessing, what's your thoughts? I think I've already I get your message on the charts. Blessing, what's your thoughts?
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
The timing, the time is okay by me. Um, then the second thing is that you say you will be okay. You'll be sharing your screen. Is will 1 hour be enough for us?
So the sharing of the screen is not to teach, it's just to answer maybe a little technical thing. It's just
Oh,
to just a tip like, okay, in this aspect, what did you guys do? Or which area did you guys struggle in this topic? And then I'll just do a demo of it and then that's it. No, it's not gonna be a class. It's just a like ask me a question and I'll just answer it with a practical approach to it.
all right, sir. The time is okay by me.
Okay. All right. So I will finally decide and I'll leave a message on the group before bedtime because I'm still awake till God knows when. But I'll leave a message on the group and then we can move on from there. But then focus on your group project, guys. That's the most important thing right now. Thank you all for creating the time to join. I am so glad that we have had this call and it's been a success for us. I'm also glad that we've been consistent throughout. And please don't relent. SQL is as fun as how you learn it, right? So the more we go deeper, the more things are going to be very exciting. But don't lose faith. All right. We'll see a study group. All right, guys. Thank you for joining and have a lovely rest of your night. And I will leave us a message on the group on what we're doing moving forward. Bye for now, guys. Good night.
Night, night, night.
Yeah, guys. Bye. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Hello, Fatima. Good night. Bye.
Sir.
Blessing. Bye for now. Good night.